Hi team, so hopefully you're all out there enjoying your runs. Today we're going to talk about common running injuries, why they occur and what you can do to make sure that you don't get injured so you keep getting out there and enjoying the runs. So an injury can occur if the load that's placed on the tissue exceeds its capacity to manage that load, which makes sense, right? So if you can't handle what the pressure that you're putting on it, the tissue will break down. So we can further break that down into three key categories. Firstly, it's going to be the load. So how much you're running, how often, how quick, and at what intensity. Do you have the strength and the mobility to handle that load? And thirdly, the biomechanics of running. So, your step rate, are you taking a large step length? All those factors that can play a role into it. So we've got those three things. So a recent study was done in the Journal of Athletics Training, and they looked at the training parameters such as duration, intensity, speed, and if that had a direct link to people getting injured. So in conclusion, there was no definitive answer to say that a certain training parameter led to somebody getting injured. Probably the three main things out of the study that you can take out from beginner runners is that training duration, intensity, and frequency is a key factor to potentially you getting injured. And as we mentioned in the last video, we're all different, so we all handle load differently. So whatever load that you can tolerate and your body can manage, make sure you pick a time that's right for you. So whether that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 10, you pick that time and then you progress that slowly. It's very important to make sure that you've got good hip strength, lower limb strength, and also core strength when you are running. This prevents injuries such as Achilles tendinopathies, shin splints, glute tendinopathies, even like runner's knees and patellofemoral pain. So we know that calf strength is crucial for Achilles and shin splints, and we know that hip strengthening is extremely important for preventing knee pain when running as well. So make sure you are in the gym working on your strength and mobility. And here are some of my favorite strength exercises, and for your hip and also for the core. And I'll give you also a session on mobility as well. And thirdly, the biomechanics. Importantly, we are all shaped differently. We are all made differently. And we all have a different running technique. So if you look at the elite runners, a lot of them don't run, in the same way. So you will see people with, hip internal rotation, adduction when they're running, but some of them have managed to get to the elite level. So whatever your running technique is, it's unique to you, so own that, right? If that is causing you to get injured, that's when you can see a therapist and we can figure that out. Otherwise, if you look not right when you're running or you don't look like a runner, that's perfectly fine, as long as you're not getting injured and you're working on the other two things, which is going to be your strength, mobility, and also your training program. So guys, to prevent getting injured, make sure you keep an eye on those three things. And more importantly, like we always said, enjoy the whole process. So make sure you get in the gym and do these exercises that I show you. And then later on, we'll put some more content out for you to keep progressing your training. Enjoy. So guys, a staple exercise that you have to include in your strength program is the deadlift. So just a key cue that I like to use is as you're performing the deadlift, aim is to push the ground away with your feet and then lift at the same time with the hands. So driving through the hips and squeezing the glutes, keeping the core engaged. So running is a unilateral exercise, so we need to do a lot of unilateral work such as split squats and step up. So this is set up for my split squat. Use something for a bit of balance, so you're not working on your balance and you're working on pure strength. Back foot resting on a box or a bench. Grab a weight and drive through your foot. Squeeze through your glutes at the top and your quad. So another great unilateral exercise is the step up. You can work on the height of the bench to work on your hip range. So this is the height that I generally like to use, and you can use a weight for progression. Again, leaning forward, driving through your foot, driving through the hip, coming up, and then lowering yourself slowly down. Focus on knee tracking, so your knee is tracking over your second toe. And you're pressing your foot into the box as you drive up. And squeezing the glute and the quad up the top. So to work on our hip extension strength, we're going to do a single leg bridge with a bench. So just get nice and comfortable and stable through your thoracic. Extend one leg out and drive through the hip and then slowly down. Keep yourself in a posterior tilt with your pelvis so you're not arching and feeling it in the low back. Team, we know calf strength is crucial to prevent injuries such as Achilles tendinopathy, shin splints. So you want to be working the calf in your bent knee position and in a straight knee position, which works on your superficial, and the bent knee works on your deep compartment, the soleus. Most gyms would have this bent knee calf raise, and nice and slow tempo. Generally 1, 2, 3 up, hold for a second, and 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3 up. And a single leg calf raise with a straight knee position to work on your gastroc. So you can do 2 legs or a single leg, and grab a weight that's comfortable. And again, 1, 2, 3 on the way down, 1, 2, 3 on the way up. So another staple exercise is the squat. I prefer to do a box squat because I hate free weight squats. So